Bonus video number 2. Let's talk about the Ecko Fang Greywolf factor. Alright? So, for everyone who's here, the 134 of you, and anyone from TikTok or Instagram that have finally found my page, let me explain to you the Ecko Fang Greywolf factor. For 21 years, I've been in this acting business. The only jobs I've had are my creations, which are in little cassette thingies. I can show you better than I can tell you. Oh, gone too far. I have hundreds of these, with me starring in them. Have some technical difficulties, so I can't get them to edit on this machine that we're talking through to right now. But the films are done. Alright? My greatest achievement was called Guardians of the Earth. It was stolen by some asshole in Alabama because I gave it to a friend who told me he could do editing, but he lost his job, and instead of just being honest and telling me that he couldn't do it, here we are. Now I do have all the original footage except for like one of the best fight scenes ever, but it's gone. It's gone. One of our best fight scenes, somebody didn't put the tape back in the exact spot, so we recorded over it and didn't even know it until we started putting things together. CLS is the one who pointed that out. Thank you very much, brother. So, Ecko Fang Greywolf had to come into existence because for 21 years, no one wanted to see James Williams Jr., the kid who's Cherokee Indian, black and white. So, respectfully, I'm going to honor only my native heritage. I'm not going to deny my black or my white heritage, but for all acting purposes, I'm billing myself out from now as full native. Period. Because this might be the only chance that I have to be a successful actor. Bottom line, I don't have a choice. Because for 21 years, since I was 27 years old, I'm 48 now, no one's given me a shot. There was another people who gave me a shot, but they got to fighting. Ended my shot because the boyfriend and girlfriend couple had a fight with the other producer of the film. Now, mind you, I didn't learn this until like weeks after learning the 619 and getting it down to a T. For those who do not know what the 619 is, Rey Mysterio. You know, swinging through the ropes. Yes, I can do that. Now, all my life I wanted to be an entertainer. Outside of wanting to be a police officer. Know it? I know you're thinking, but cops are bad, James. No, cops are not bad. There are bad cops, but not all cops are bad. Being a cop was the only thing that I could do to be a superhero. Until I discovered acting. Until I discovered the Power Rangers. And all kinds of other stuff. I've missed so many opportunities with acting because of other people's lack of responsibility and happy accidents. If you watched the video before this video, not the blooper, then you'll understand why. But apparently, you know, I am not going to be a bum and take care of other people's kids. I'm going to take care of me. From this day forth, Ecko Fang Greywolf is going to fucking succeed or die trying. Although my books, when they are released, they will be released under James Williams Jr. Every check that I get paid will say James Williams Jr. But for all medicinal acting purposes, the name is going to be Ecko Fang Greywolf. Remember it. I put a lot of time into this. See, Williams is my given name. Or it's my slave name. Or whatever you want to call it if you want to go on the black side of this. Well, my Native American grandmother on my father's side, her last name was Wallace. Because, you know, they had to have American names instead of tribal names. They also listed her as mulatto. We took away her native identity. Same with her brother John. Now, both sides of my family have native. Both sides of my family have black. One side has white. And unfortunately, they chose to just raise us all as whites. As blacks. We would have never made it as whites. Although my mom looks very white. We would have never made it. None of us are light enough. Some of us are two-toned. Like myself. So that wouldn't have worked out. But instead of letting us embrace our heritage, I didn't find out I was part Native American until I got to the 5th grade. So that's 5 years old at kindergarten, 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, 9 or 10 because I failed the 4th grade, so I was probably 10 years old in the 5th grade. And when I found out, I also learned that I couldn't carve a canoe out of soap. Still working on that. I just got to buy the right tools and a good bar of soap. That being said, I done went through life. I done had a lot of hell. A majority of it given to me by family. Straight up and down. A majority has been given to me by family. No, I'm sorry. No, we'll do better. None of that shit. I do not apologize for what I just said because what I said is the goddamn truth. No one said we're sorry. No one said we'll do better. No one said, damn, we really fucked up. Because they did. But again, didn't give a shit. Okay? Happens. Now, getting past that. Millennium Studios came to Virginia. Stopped me from moving to North Carolina to go try and work for Screen Gems. Stopped me from moving to New York because, one, both of my parents had health issues. My dad was a diabetic, but he wasn't like a full-blown diabetic, but he did have health issues. Also, might have had some cataracts. My mom is a diabetic. My stepfather's a diabetic. So if I'm in Petersburg, I'm barely 2 hours from Charlottesville. Something goes wrong, boom. Get in the car. Roll on down there. Something goes wrong with my dad, he lives in Richmond. Boom. 45 minutes. I'm there. I'm never going to be famous enough that I can charter a plane for them to take someone off their plane, off their seat, to give to me, to fly from Hong Kong to America, and then from wherever I land in America back to Virginia to take care of my dying parent. I'm never going to get that famous. In fact, I'm not even getting into this other than the fact that it makes me happy. If fame and fortune come with this thing, I will gladly accept it. But I just want to be happy. So, in front of the camera makes me happy. I don't have to be the star. I just want to be in the film. Now back to the thing. My greatest project, which is in Alabama, Guardians of the Earth, worked out great. The problem was, didn't have special effects. I gave it to my friend. He lost his job for doing things that are unbecoming. And instead of just being honest and saying he couldn't do it, I trusted him. Gave it to him. I have no film. I have no career. That was going to be the thing that launched me. With YouTube was going to launch me because a lot of y'all are following these bogus-ass martial artists who ain't never really been in a fight. And I'm not counting the UFC cats because they fight professionally in the ring. But they don't fight professionally on the streets. Some of them do bare-knuckle brawls. And I'm not going to take nothing from them. But I can tell you right now, a lot of people y'all follow are going to send you to your death. Because you're going to emulate them and you're going to get hurt. I'm not here to do that. Whenever I make a video, when you see me with these, the first thing I tell you is the truth. There is no reason in the world that your life is so complicated that someone's going to bound you and force you to fight. But if they do, if I can do it, you can do it. The difference maker is I was actually trained that way since I was 12. Now, a lot of people don't know how to do that. A lot of people don't know how to train people bound fighting. I do, because I was trained. And I always tell people, don't try the stuff I do at home, because you're going to get hurt. A lot of people don't even put a disclaimer on there. So, boom, boom, 1,000 followers. No problem. Until somebody gets hurt, it's always going to be that way. When you won't follow a real martial artist who's actually been in a few street fights, where people are always bitching, size matters. No, it don't. Your skill matters. Your ability to take and give a beating matters. Your size is a tiny factor, and the bigger you are, the harder I get to hit you. Period. Anybody wants to contest that, you can put that in the comments, but I can promise you this. It ain't never going to work out like you think it's going to work out. You're going to have to work for a victory. End of subject. So for 21 years, James Williams Jr., always in the back of the line, always in the back of the room. In school, I was in the back of the line. EFG, I'm right in the front. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I'm in the middle of the alphabet. So Greywolf. Ecko, because when you get hit, some people hear the echo. Fang, because I used to go by Koi Fang. So, and my nephew who passed started calling me Fang Fang. He used that in a couple of movies also. What the hell was it? Dragon's Breath. I had this move called the Way of the Fang, which is basically the bullshit death touch. And in one of the episodes of Guardians of the Earth, I am listed under Koei Fang. Okay? Just wanted to try it to see what it looked like. Prior to that, I had an alias named Brandon Kramer. And I decided, because I was going to change my name legally, until I found out that there was a big process and I had to get a new social security number and all that. And then I was like, nope. And now I definitely can't change my name legally because I want my Army benefits. Ecko, Fang, Greywolf never served in the Army, but James Williams Jr. did. And that would be a loophole that I'm not trying to dive through. But for all medicinal purposes, all of you can call me Ecko, Fang, Greywolf. And yes, it is purposely misspelled. E-C-K-O versus E-C-H-O. Okay? The reason why it is E-C-K-O is because it looks cooler. Now, Fang is spelled correctly. I could have spelled it one of two ways. The Chinese way of F-E-N-G, or the way that it actually is for these fangs, F-A-N-G. That's why it's spelled that way, because wolves have fangs. Greywolf. That is to honor my Native American structure. I am not a descendant of Greywolf, but a gray wolf has power in a lot of Native culture. Since I am partially Native, I decided to honor my Native American great-grandmother and my Native grandmother by taking this name, Ecko Fang Greywolf. Ecko is a unisex name. You've never seen a man named Ecko before. Now you have. So therefore, this is why Ecko Fang Greywolf had to come into existence. Because 21 years of being James Williams Jr. in this business where people would tell me that I am a good-looking man. But you're not what we're looking for. You go to each and every one of these cattle calls, and they're just for extras. And you get told that enough times. You'd think, well, damn, how are you going to know if you're good when no one will give you a shot? Then YouTube came out. I've been on YouTube for almost 15 years. Ain't nobody watching my shit. Nobody but the 134 of you, and I thank you very much. And I think out of that, maybe 3 of you are actually watching me, and I thank you very much, because somebody watching is better than nobody watching. But the point being made, I'm going to have to get famous for anybody to even watch me. I have 1,000 followers on TikTok. Excuse me. Let me correct that. I have 1,370 followers on TikTok. Alright? And that is pretty good. You know, considering. That is pretty good. Instagram. I have 964 followers on Instagram. And I thank you. Facebook, I have even more. But none of them have come to my YouTube channel. And I'm not mad about it. Because getting mad about it doesn't change the numbers. It only just eats me up. It's like, oh, what am I not doing right? Why am I not getting these people? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm honest. And honesty doesn't change your views. No, it doesn't. A lot of people can't handle the truth. Which is why one of my main things here is that I tell you, I give you 99.9. You got to figure out the rest yourself. And in some cases, I will give you the whole 1,000. Which is why those 3 videos that I did the other day is not going to be posted, because I gave the whole 1,000. And I guess it's the God above's way of saying, you're going to make your family and your parent look bad. I'm sorry, God, but you know, those things happen and those things need to be addressed. So that's why I made the short summary. Because that video will post. It's only like maybe 5 minutes. This video is probably the longest video I've done tonight. Explaining why I had to change my name from James Williams Jr. to Ecko Fang Greywolf. Hi to all. That being said, Ecko Fang Greywolf is here to stay. So, please bear with me. Please stick in there with me. And hopefully by the end of the year of the Ox, which is this year, things are going to finally be in my favor. That being said, I also want to give a special shout out to Joel Osteen. Because I was feeling real bad and I was about to give up today. Literally, I was about to give up. But the sermon that came on this morning explained a lot to me. So, thank you, Joel Osteen. That being said, I'm Ecko Fang Greywolf. This is Kung Fu Epic number 2. Much love and be seeing you.